Hello, everyone. This is the wolf in sheep's clothing, Grover Cleveland, with a message for all you sheep in wolves' clothing. I'm very confused right now. Also, you can follow Ryan O'Connor at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. The link is in the description. Thank you.
It's time for Ink the Book Show with your host, Ryan O'Connor. And now, let's ink the book.
I hope my little babies are ready to ink the book. Hello, everyone. I'm back. I was here earlier, and I'm back. I'm Ryan O'Connor. I'm here inking my book, my first graphic novel, Bonehead, as I do just about every dang day. I'm on page 141. I started this earlier. Also on the earlier stream today, I finished page 140. So here's Bonehead with this Devil Guard. Here's Denton Crux, our antagonist. Here's an ally, Billy TV. Ooh. Okay. And look, here's an even cooler page. This is page 139 that I did, I don't know, the other day. This guy gets caught playing video games by his boss on the monitor. And then the boss is teleported back into the lab with Bonehead and the Devil Guards. And look, here's Billy TV clinging to his leg, stowing away via teleportation. Okay, so I just got back from Palm Sunday Mass, because it's Palm Sunday. The only time you can find a Palm Sunday Mass. So is this getting through to you? Let's draw. Yeah. So I tried to put, Crimson V was trying to walk me through setting up a Discord on the last stream. So I tried to post the link already, and I messed it up. So you might see it in the chat wrong because I sent it before I was finished typing. So I'm going to send it right now. So there's my Discord link. How do you like that? I don't have much posted yet. We'll get there. We'll get the hang of it. Let's walk, and then let's run. Okay. So I'm going to put some light on here so I can see these blind old eyes don't see like they used to. These blind old eyes. Are crying
These blind old eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never gonna see another one like they had with you. If you know what I mean. Dooble-dee-doo. I'm afraid of commitment. I always like throwing that phrase into improvised songs. Like, I used to pretend to freestyle rap, but I'm not good at improvising. So I'd always throw in, I'm afraid of commitment. I'm afraid of men and women. I'm afraid of the future. I'm afraid of computers. And then I'd be backed into the corner of not having anything else fake freestyled. And then I'd have to actually freestyle. And the train would come barreling off the tracks. So I'm just going to finish this page. Man. It's a good mass today, Palm Sunday. Got my palm leaf displayed in the front hallway of the house. It's Holy Week. Yay! Speaking of Holy Week, my roommates, they just got back from Israel for a wedding, and they got me a gift. I wasn't sure I was going to show it today, but here, let me show you. So they got me this rosary from Jerusalem. Look at that, it says Jerusalem. And then they also had it blessed. I forget the name of the stone. Let me see if I can find it, because I sent it to somebody. It was, I forget what they called it. It was the stone where Jesus was like laid to rest. And it said if you touch it against the stone, it's immediately blessed, and they had it the stone of unction, or the stone of anointing. And let's see, I'm trying to find the picture. Oh, see, that was such a cool gift, and I cherish it. They also brought me like a chunk of salt from the Dead Sea that they were floating in, because you float in the Dead Sea because there's so much salt in it.
I'm dropping salt. Oh, it sounds like they had an amazing trip. But there was also a terrorist attack on their last day in Tel Aviv, Israel. I guess a guy was like shooting up restaurants and stuff. Half a mile from where my roommates were having lunch, and I guess there was like a 9-hour long manhunt for this guy, and it was a couple hours after they were having lunch outside, and they see all these ambulances and police cars, and I think they said army vehicles and stuff going down the street. That's when it started. And yeah, it was half a mile from where they were at that moment. And then a couple hours after that, I think they were in their hotel room, and then the building was evacuated because there was a fire outside, I think, the front doors. And it wasn't related to the guy, but I think it was just somebody had been smoking a cigarette and threw their cigarette in the trash, and it caught fire. But it was a pretty big blaze. They got some video of it. And then, yeah, that was their last day. I was telling them, can you imagine if that was your first day? Be like, home, please. So at least they had that going for them. Okay, I'm gonna throw this to black. I think that'd be the sensible thing to do. No, just want to weigh this panel down a bit. It's all white. Okay, let me see if I can coax Liam into coming on. I know he's got stuff to talk about. Liam. Dang it, I gotta copy the link again. I don't know why that is. I always have to recopy the link for StreamYard. Don't be a coward. Sucker. Oh, hey, Crimson's here. Hey, Crimson. Look. I put the wrong Discord link in the chat, and then I put the right one. I don't know. I'm learning. Maybe. Yeah, I'll get the hang of it. I think I'm gonna try to this week, since after today I'll have a bit more free time for a few days, and I think I'll try and um, get some work done and get some posts just for the Discord. Some drawings just for the Discord made. That'd be neat. And if this link expires on somebody, you can follow me at Wrangleshank on Instagram and Twitter. And message me. I'll give you a current link. It'll be like I don't know where I was going with that sentence. I'm getting tired. Let's see. And before you know it, you'll have categories and roles, and a community will appear. You can make a... Oh, yeah, you were saying that. I was trying to figure that out a minute ago. When you go to get the link, there's an edit bit under it. And you can set it to never expire. Let me take a look. And you can add it to your bio in Twitch, so the link will be in your description. Okay, that's a good idea. You can also set a link to your YouTube and your Insta there. Okay. I forgot what I was doing for a second. Here we go. So I'm going to copy the link. No. Let's see. When you go to get the link, there's a bit that says, or there's an edit bit under it. Oh, yeah. Expire after never. Forever link. So let me see. Now, invite. Your invite link will never expire. Booyah, booyah. Wait, okay. So, well, I'll get that later. I'll put that new one in the description later. I was trying to figure out how to do that before the show. Okay. I'm boiling. I had a heater pointed at me that I just turned off. everything, but if I know the answer, I'll help. Thank you. So, doing this hatching stuff. It's like patchwork hatch job. And then man, I'm not very entertaining. Here's another thing from Israel. Some kind of cake. Aren't my roommates good to me? They bring me a blessed rosary, and then some cake, some Dead Sea salt to go with it. Yeah, he returned yesterday, which was why I only ended up streaming for I don't know, half an hour or something yesterday. Yeah, because they were telling me all about it. They were bringing gifts. It was a big commotion. I got to meet my roommate Lindsay's parents for the first time. They were dropping her car back off, and they got to float around in the Dead Sea. That's pretty cool. And they brought home big chunks of salt. The salt and mud from that place. Some kind of, I don't know. I really don't. I think they told me at one point, but I don't remember. It's not very moist, but it's all right. This is book drawing. Well, this is a show. Okay. I'm about as entertaining as I came up with a way to finish that sentence, but it's a horrible thing to say. So I won't say it. As entertaining as asphalt. How about that? At least you chat. No, when no one's talking in my stream, I just sit there in dead silence. Yeah, I try to keep talking and thinking of ways to kind of keep it moving, but I don't always land on something. And I was thinking, I think I said this recently, I want to try and reach out to, well, my brother and some musicians I know, see if I can get a few like instrumental tracks for my show and just make a playlist and put it on when while I'm streaming to kind of keep the dead air to a minimum. Let's see. I'm gonna pump up his outline here so his head sits in front of his hand here. Go light on his finger. He's like, oh yeah? Well, look at this. And he's got his friends tied up. Elbow. Sorry, where are you? So have you got the story written already? And then you did the drawings? Yeah, I wrote a 100-page script, which I figured was going to make the story 200 pages. Because I think generally I had heard that, and I early on on my streams on YouTube, I was doing a lot of showing off my note card thumbnail drawings and my script and my pencil pages. But I wrote a 100-page script, and then let me see if I have this script around here somewhere. I should. Oh, here it is. At least most of it is right here. So, boom. You do the drawings and then you write the story. A little bit in that I feel like none of the dialogue is final in this. I'm open to editing any given bit of dialogue to make it tighter. So after I got the script done, I printed it out and I kind of figured out where, like, keeping in mind that my pages are generally generally, if I kind of broke this page up in my basic format, it would be like a 6-panel setup. So 2 panels on top, 2 panels in the middle, 2 panels on the bottom. That's kind of the layout that I kind of set forth for my pages. And it just varies throughout the book just for variety. But generally it would be two columns of 3 rows by 3 rows. So just kind of keeping that in mind, that is like, to get like, I don't know, it'd be like 6 even panels, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But what am I trying to say? But just keeping in mind that it's like probably going to be like an average of 6 panels. I went through the script and kind of figured out where I wanted the page break to be onto the next page, and then where like how to get about 6 panels out of that, or if it needed less or more. And I just kind of figured out the pacing of the story. So I would go, so this is page 7. I drew a line to break between page 6 and 7, drew a line all the way across, and then Denton Crux says, "Oh, sure, and hey, that reminds me," panel break. Denton looks down at his hands as if wrestling with his memory. "Didn't we have a little transaction planned for today?" Panel break. He tilts his head toward the king with a wink while pointing back at the artifact in the window. "You were going to give me that cute little ball up there?" Panel break. The king smiles pleasantly. "The holy artifact." Crux raises his finger in the air with a smile. Panel break. "That's the one." The king remains on his throne. "Ah, yes. I'm all for your scientific research, Mr. Crux. It's good work that you do." Panel break. Denton bows solemnly. "Your Majesty." Page break. So this page has 7 panels, and that's I went through the whole script that way. And then a lot of times I was doing like I was kind of working out what I had in my head sometimes, working out like what I had in my head for the page layout. And then I went through the whole, so once I went through the whole script that way, I got out 3x5 note cards, and then I broke them up into panels, and kind of keeping them sort of in my 6-panel layout template, but broken up as needed. And then sometimes straight even farther from that for I tried to get sort of designing with the pages, so it's I hope there's not like, I mean, not hope, but like I've tried not to make it so samey, like you're not seeing the same panel layout from page to page. But then so I worked them out the pages on 3x5 note cards, and then I would blow them up, and I'd lay out the panels on the actual 11x17 pages, and then like I'd copy out the layout that I had on the note card, and then I would blow up the note card drawings to be like, I forget exactly, I think it was like almost 4 times the size, and then I would print them out. And then I was doing a lot of like copying those drawings, the rough drawings on the note cards, into some sketchbooks, and then tightening them up and making them better. And then I would sometimes trace those onto these pages or just copy them onto these pages. And that's how I did my pencils. And then now I'm inking. So it's all been drawn ahead of time. It's all been written ahead of time. Though there's still a scene I have to like pretty much redraw. Where would I put my current page? Because I have to edit the end of the story that I've kind of reworked the like outline for it. But I'm gonna have to write script it out and redraw a lot of pages closer to the end of the book. Sometime soon I gotta do that. Thank you. You could do it. It's just steps, I guess. I don't know. Just diligence. You could definitely do it. The biggest problem for me is how time consuming it is, how long it takes. Like, I just wish it was all inked already. I think I will have it all inked sometime in May. No, I was changing it to June because I gotta edit. So I think sometime in June I should have. Oh man, May is next month. Yeah, by the end of June I should have the whole book inked, I think. Well, your birthday is next month. I don't want, and I don't want anymore. I know I'm gonna be. I think you're older than me, so I shouldn't complain. I think you told me how old you were at some point. So I shouldn't complain. But I'm gonna be 35 this year. I'm not thrilled about it. It's fine. It's better than being underground, I suppose. You say, time goes so much faster the older you get. Yeah. I remember as a kid, the year dragged and dragged, but now it's like blink and it's over. I know. 44 next month. Yeah. Ooh, I also got this book by J.P. Moreland. I don't know if I showed that on here. I probably did. Scaling the Secular City, A Defense of Christianity by J.P. Moreland, who I like watching is him talk about Christian apologetics in videos on YouTube. So I finally bought a book of his. Dang it. I'm knocking the camera around with my brush. So I'm going to read that after I finish Flatland again. So I'm reading Flatland. Your friends are young and want you playing Fortnite and Call of Duty and all the cool kid games. I'm like, I'm too old for this. I'm getting too old for this Call of Duty. I just realized I still have the wrapper from the cake sitting on my desk. There we go. Isn't Call of Duty just about 44 at this point? Fortnite, I don't know. Seems like it's its own separate culture. Could be. Let's see. So this is the door handle. Oh, remember playing something like Call of Duty when you were in your early 20s, back when gaming together meant lugging your box PC to someone's house, filling a room with fans and extension cords, linking the PCs together to game. Oh man. I remember there was stuff like that going on when I was in college. Like kids would all bring their games and stuff to like one of the, I don't know what you call it, like a recreation room at the school. Everybody would be playing games and they'd hook it up to the TV in the room. I didn't realize people did that with PCs, but I guess that makes sense. Now it's all just online. Oh, we'd call it a LAN party back then. Yeah, I remember hearing about those. Oh, my baddie. My baddie. It's 8. Okay. You're waiting for a phone call from IT about. Oh, right, your mom's laptop. Have you been in contact with them at all, or? I can't remember if you'd said something before. Oh yeah, she got some nasty virus on her computer. Does she know how she got it? I don't remember. She opened some email. They called Friday night and said they think they found the software that was installed, but was end of day, so they said they'd get back to it Monday. Oh, okay. I may save these guys for pen. She copied the word coriander off a Facebook post that someone posted asking people to list their worst herb. She pasted the word into a Word document because she was writing something for her club this week. And when she went back to Facebook, she wanted to unselect what she highlighted. She clicked it. Whoa. Yeah, you didn't tell me this. She thought she was clicking a normal post, but she highlighted a link post, and clicking to clear made her click the link. That's gnarly. I haven't heard of stuff like that on Facebook. So she clicked the link and got a blue screen with all these Window Defender security alerts saying your computer is locked by Windows due to suspicious activity. Call this number now to rectify the situation. And she called and they asked for details they asked for her bank details, so she hung up. Woke me up. It looked like Windows stuff, so I called. Yeah, what did I do? I think I might have told you already. I was always looking for, they might be Giants rarities, all of which I had a hard time finding then, but I find like no problem now. But I was looking for this song called King of Wingo, and I would just periodically just Google these and see what I could find, if anything. And one time I really thought I found an MP3 link to it, and I clicked on it, and yeah, I got some kind of crazy virus on my computer. But it was like it had like some devil face or something on my desktop. And it was like I could move my mouse around but not do anything. Like, it was, what it turned out was there was like a big image file on top of my desktop. So I couldn't click on anything, and it was weird. But my sister realized that there was like a way to, like, one of the weird corners of it had like a way to exit out of that image, like a little X tab or whatever, hiding. And so that went away, and then I just had to uninstall whatever was installed. But it wasn't, I don't think it was that hard to get rid of. Like, I think my computer was safe shortly after we figured out what had happened. So you say you it looked like Windows stuff, so you called, and they walked you through getting to the main screen. But doing that led you to a secure site and installed the program and gave them access. Worst part of everything, they talked. Oh wait, I don't know. Talked you through the same as I've been talked to before by other IT people. Oh, so they were scammers. Did you call the number that was on there, or did you like find your own Windows number? You say after 40 minutes on the phone, said I had to go to each online site, including online shopping and banking, for them to unlock the computer. Yeah. Oh, for taxes. You know what's weird? One time, this person was freaking out because they were getting a call from somebody, like around Christmas time. I usually see a lot of people getting scammed. They get calls. Let me see, what is it? I don't know. they'll be like getting calls from people telling them that they have to pay a bill with like a gift card or something, and then just give them the number on the back of the card over the phone to settle their outstanding bill or whatever. And I forget this story exactly, what, like how it started, but she was trying to get around some scammers, and so she looked online and called the number in regards to like how to actually go about resolving her problem or whatever and not deal with scammers. And the first number on Google was the number that she called, and it was clearly the scammers. It was the first number on Google that popped up. But the weirdest part was when I Googled it, I got I got different search results at the top. It was weird. Bring it in. So you did. How much this is going to cost? Yeah. That MP3 thing you got. My sister got an MP3 in an email from someone she met in Bali, and she used your PC to open it and clicked it 50 times. Oh yeah, I think you were telling me about this. 50 times and didn't open them. And when it didn't open my PC, your PC went nuts. She activated all these viruses and fried your PC. Getting bad these days. Learning how to mimic places more so people think. I've gotten some really convincing Chase Bank emails. Like usually there's a lot of tells, like with the way they word stuff or like the fonts and things, or like the way they place the graphics are strange, or like usually you can tell what you're looking at. And but I've seen some that were really convincing, and I always make sure to tell my whole family about it, because I think we're all with Chase. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been getting these texts. Dang it. I've been getting these texts that are like, it's to me and like 20 other people, and it's like, hey, your bill is paid for March. Here's a little gift for you. And then when I preview what the link is, it's like, it looks like a T-Mobile thing, but it's like, why would they send it to 20 people at once? And because I'm with T-Mobile, but why would they send it to 20 people at once? And I've been I didn't get any today, but I got like 3 of them yesterday and 3 the day before. That's a new one I've seen. I'm going to do these guys with a pen rather than the brush. Reminds me I didn't close this eye. It's still not closed, but it looks better. I'm gonna leave it open a little bit because I think it'll look neat when it's colored. Seems like anytime you order something, because you have to have a phone number, you get new scam calls. Interesting. Like someone at the post office is making note of all these numbers to sell for extra cash. There's Bonehead's girlfriend, Petunia. So it's 8:30. Almost there. Oh, I'm getting so sleepy. I need to take a nap before I go to work. Today's my last overnight shift. See, I was doing a bunch of them, and then I finally caught a break. We hired overnight guys, and then one of them just decided to stop showing up. He seemed like he was enjoying the job, but then he just disappeared. And then, so I got roped into doing more overnight shifts. Roped like Petunia and Mort here. You're starting to get tired too, but can't sleep until you get the funk all right. Have you slept at all? Oh yeah, you'd gotten a bit of sleep, but you've been up and down all night. And you're just hitting 7 a.m., right? Or 7:30? A little yesterday, but nothing decent. I rarely get good sleep. Oh, 9:30, that's right. You got me thinking about a They Might Be Giants song called The Other Side of the World. Because we're like 11 hours different. Let's see. Here's Mort looking profoundly forlorn. His lumpy teeth. Speaking of teeth, my brother Liam, who comes on the show sometimes, less lately than he used to by a lot, but who's counting? He's getting his wisdom teeth pulled on Friday. He was telling me today. Dang. And he said his jaw was swelling up. I still have all my wisdom teeth, although one of them's all cracked up and destroyed. One day I bit into a piece of caramel corn that someone offered me, and my tooth cracked right then and there, and it has since like cracked up a lot. It doesn't hurt anymore, but it did for a long time. I'm leery about, not leery, but I'm just all skittish about going to the dentist. It was like after I didn't go for many years, I just kind of like built up an anxiety about it. Every time I used to go to the dentist, they'd be like, "Oh, your teeth are perfect. No cavities, no nothing." I was like, "Awesome, magic teeth." Well, what a difference a day made. Oh, you had all yours out. You love your dentist. He's the coolest. My sister and my dad both went to this guy not that long ago, and I think it helped fuel my nervousness about the dentist, because my sister had all kinds of horror stories about him, like he was just kind of rude and stuff, and seemed to be using like old equipment and kind of freaking her out. And then my dad went and saw the same guy, and the guy like ended up yanking a tooth out of his head without telling my dad that that's what he was going to be doing. I don't know. I feel like there were more stories and more weird stories about that guy, but I don't know them off the top of my head. Perhaps at all. I might not know those stories at all. There we go. I hope I don't pass out before I finish this page. 8:40. I'm gonna have to take a nap before I go to work for sure. So hopefully I finish this page soon. Let's see. Okay. Don't feel sorry about what you've done. No, don't you worry about how it's gone. Dun, 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 dun. Here's Denton Crux's big old head. I'm like hypnotizing myself. I need to get into a bed. You say, oh man, I don't even remember. Did I ask you something? Most of the time. Blast. Yeah, I don't remember if I asked you something. Ugh. Tea's about gone. Remember the 5th of November. And don't you worry about what you've done. And don't feel sorry for how it's gone. Woof. I'm like so tired. I might just crash this car. That I'm driving. Oh, I said, don't push yourself. Go get some sleep. Or else you'll make a mistake. I'm looking at how much is left. I'll be fine. I'm just getting, like, I'm lulling myself into tiredness by just watching myself draw and not, I don't know. I think I pulled myself out of it for now. Let me finish it. I'm going to finish it. This time. Let's see. Billy's back here. Here's Billy. Here's Crux's shoes. Wall. Flo. This guy's shoes. Bonehead's legs / shoes. We've got this doorknobby thingy, door handle, I guess is what it's called. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Page 141. Okay. It's been a hoot, a blast, laugh riot, but I need a nap. So, bye, Crimson. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for all the information, too. You're a doll, a peach, a diamond in the rough. Thank you. You, too. Get some rest. Peace. This is Bean in the book show. Wait. Is Loopy Arts on still? Do you know? Wait. Loopy Arts. Oh, no one at the moment. Okay. Dang. Okay. Well, that's that. Bye, everybody. Bye, Crimson. Bye, YouTube. Bye, Twitch. Join the Discord somewhere buried somewhere in this chat. Maybe I'll put the link in the description. And